Hello friends, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I will explain one Python program that is employee management system. At first, I will explain the features in the output screen. After that, I will explain the whole code line by line. Let's run the program. First, on the output screen, it shows main menu. Then we are seeing that three different menus. At first, one for department management, two for employee management, three for exit. And now it asks for enter choice. Now I am giving A, which is invalid, and looks over here what is actually happened. I am giving A, but it will invalid. It shows invalid input. Now I will give one number that is not between 1 to 3. I am giving 5. Now it will show one message invalid choice because here only three menus and they are from 1 to 3, but 5 is not between 1 to 3. That's why it shows invalid choice. Now I will give one proper choice. Now I am giving one is for department management. Looks over here, it shows department management, and under this main menu we can see 5 different menus: create, edit, delete, display, and at last back means just back to the main menu. Here the main menu is the main menu, and department management, employee management, these are the sub menus under the main menu. Okay, now it shows the menus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for create, edit, delete, display, and at last for back means just go to the main menu. Now I am giving A, which will invalid. It shows invalid choice. Now I will give one number that is not between 1 to 5. That means any number that will out of the range. Now I am giving 7. Looks over here, it shows invalid choice because the 7 is not between 1 to 5. That's why it shows this message invalid choice. Now I will create one department because when we will create employee, we will not give the department name manually. Just it will show the department list, then from the list we can choose the department for the employee. That's why at first I am creating the details of the department, then I will create employee one by one. So now I am creating department, so I am giving input as 1. Looks over here, it shows department name. I will give one department name, but we know that department name always should alphabets or space. It should not any number. That's why when I am giving any number, just imagine I am giving 5. Let's see what will happen on the output screen. It shows error, then colon, and it shows only alphabets and spaces allowed because it is definitely true, because we know that the department name cannot include any numbers. It can include only alphabets and spaces. That's why it shows the message error, only alphabets and spaces allowed. Now I am giving the input as 1 for creating department. It asks for the department name. I am giving department name as Java. Now it asks for department strength. It means the total employee number between the Java department. We know that the strength is always in number, but if we give any alphabet instead of number, obviously it will show one error message. Let's see what will happen actually. Now I am giving one alphabet instead of number. Just think, I am giving one alphabet, and that is B. Looks over here, it shows strength must be positive number. Now I am creating the department. I am giving Java, and then department strength I am giving 10, and then department purpose I am giving for it is for backend. it shows department created successfully. Now I will create another department. That's why I am giving one. But if I give the department name which is already exist, then it will show one error message that department is exists, because it is not possible to create department with same name repeatedly. It is not a good way. So I implemented this type of error message. Okay. Now I am giving department name as Java, which is actually I have created in previous step. I am giving Java, and looks over here. It shows Java already exists. Now I am creating another department. I am giving Python. Then department string I am giving 15. Then it asks for department purpose. I am giving for AI. It shows department created successfully. Now I will perform the operations of department management. At first I will display all the departments. That's why I am giving the input as 4, because under the 4 the display. So I am giving the input as 4, and we can see that here are two departments, and one is Java and the other is the Python. And after Java we can see the details which actually I have given in the previous step. It is the details for Java and it is the details for Python department. Now I will edit one department. That's why I am giving 2 as input, and it showed all departments for choosing the department which I want to edit. So now I want to edit the Python department. So I will choose to. But if I give an invalid thing, then what will happen? Let's see. Now I am giving one alphabet. It show invalid selection because here it's only 1 and 2. Now I am giving another thing that is not under the range. Here it's only 2 departments, but I am giving department number as 3. Let's see what is happened on the output screen. Let's see. It shows invalid selection because 3 is not present between 1 and 2. Here is only 2 departments, 1 and 2. Then usually 3 will return one error message. So here we can see invalid selection on the output screen. Okay. Now I will edit in right way. So I am giving 2. Then it show the Python department. I want to keep the department name same as the previous. So I will give nothing in this field. So I am just pressing enter. Now it show new strand, and between the bracket we can see 15. What is this? It is actually the strand which already exists between the Python department. Now I want to increment it by 5. Just I am giving 20. And then it shows new purpose. I want to keep the purpose as same as the previous one. So I am giving nothing in this field. Okay, just I am pressing the enter, and we can see that department updated successfully. But it is actually worked or not for verification reason. I will display the all departments again for verification purpose. So I am pressing the 4, and we can see the details of the department, and we can see the strength is 20, but I think it was previously 15. Let's see. Yes, it is previously 15, but we can see now it converts 20 from 15 just for my edit operation. So after applying the edit, the strength has been updated successfully. That means edit works fine. Now I am coming to the next part. So create is done, delete not done. The thing delete is due to show. So I am pressing the choice as 3. Okay, and we can see only 2 departments which were created by me. Now I want to delete one, but it is very similar when we give wrong input, when we give wrong input as alphabet or one number which is not in the range, then it will obviously show error message. And I I'm not showing that same thing repeatedly. It is just same as the previous step. Okay. Now I want to delete the Python. So I am pressing 2 and it shows department deleted successfully. But is it deleted successfully or not? To see what is happening in the backend, I will display the departments again. Then we can sure the delete operation has been worked successfully or not. So I am pressing the 4. Let's see. Here it's only one department. So the other has been deleted successfully. So the delete operation works very fine. But for adding employee, there will be only one department. It is not a good way to show. That's why now I am creating one department again. So I am pressing 1, then I am giving department name as data science, then I am giving strength as 5, then department purpose, just I am giving data science, and just I am giving data science and Python. Then it shows department created successfully. Now similarly I will show the department list. We can see only 2 departments. Now I will back to the main menu. So I am pressing 5 and now I am in the main menu. Now I will perform the operations under the employee management. For this reason I am giving the input as 2. So now we are under the employee management, and here we can see 7 different menus: add, edit, delete, display, employees above work hours, total hours by department, and at last 7 for back. It means back to the main menu. Now I will explain one by one. At first I will add employee. But if an user give any input in wrong way by mistake, then what will happen? At first I will show that portion, then I will come back to the main portion. Okay. Now I am giving one alphabet which is not valid. Let's see what is happening actually on the output screen. Now I am giving one alphabet. Just think I am giving Z. It shows invalid choice. Now I will give one number which is not between 1 to 7. Just think I am giving 8. It shows invalid choice because here are only 7 functions, 1 to 7, but I am giving 8. How it possible? 8 is out of range. So usually it will show one error message and I keep this error message as invalid choice. That reason it shows the error message as invalid choice. Now I will add employee in proper way. So I am pressing 1. Let's see, it asks for employee name. I am giving one employee name. But also here I implemented many verifications. We know that employee name is always should includes only alphabets and as well as maybe spaces. But if we give numbers instead of alphabets or spaces, then it obviously wrong way. So I implemented this type of validation here. So at first to show you the error, I am giving one number that is 3. Let's see, it shows invalid input because we know that employee name do not consist numbers. That's why we can see this type of errors. Now I am creating employee, so I am pressing 1 and here I will give employee name. I am giving in proper way, that is Akash, and then it asks for employee email. I also implemented validation for email. If I give only number or only alphabet, then it is not a valid email. So to show the validation, I am giving just a. Let's see. It shows invalid input because it is not a valid email address. Similarly, I will show another way. I am giving email as a wrong way. Just I am giving a@gmail. It is also not a valid email. Let's see. It shows invalid input. Okay. Now I will give email in right way. Then it will added successfully. I am giving one. Then I am giving name as Akash. I am giving email a@gmail.com. It is in correct format. Let's see. It asks for department. I am giving department as one or two, but by mistake, if I give any wrong input, let's see, I am giving any alphabet that is B, it shows invalid input. Similarly, I will give one number which is not between 1 and 2. Let's see what is happening. I am giving 3. It shows invalid input because here are only two departments, 1 and 2. But how it possible to take input 3 and to give the data according to the number? It is not possible because 3 is not present in the department. So this type of error message comes on the output screen, that is invalid input. Now I will add employee in correct way. I am giving name as Akash, email as a@gmail.com. Now I am giving the department as just think I am giving one for job. Okay. Now as for work hours, and also I implemented validation under work hours. If I give alphabet instead of number, then it will show one error message. Okay, but I do not show this type of validation because this type of validation already I described in the previous portion. So I am giving a right work hours. Just I am giving okay, and it shows employee added successfully. Similarly, I will add another employee. Just I am giving name as because I am giving b@gmail.com. Then I am choosing department as data science. Now I am choosing work hours. Just think I am giving 8. Then it shows employee added successfully. I will add another employee for performing my operations in correct way. Actually, operation will perform in correct way, but if I not add employee in same department, then I will not show the calculation of work hours by department. So I need to add at least one employee to one department in which I already added employee. Okay. So I will add one employee that is Chandran under data science. c@gmail.com. Then it asks for the department I am giving to and work hours. I am giving just 11. And now I will display the employees. For this reason, I am pressing 4, and we can see only 3 employees here. One is Akash, and the others are Vikas and Chandan. Now, 2 employees under the data science and only 1 member under the Java. Now, I will edit employee. That's why I am pressing 2 for edit purpose. So at first, here it asks for select employee number. But if I give a wrong employee number, just think I am giving one alphabet, just I am giving C. It shows invalid selection. Similarly, when I will give one number which is not between the range, then what will happen? Let's see. I am giving 2 for edit, then I am giving 4. It shows invalid selection because here are only 3 employees. But if I give 4, how it possible? Because 4 is not present in the employee list. Okay. So at first here I will give in right way. Just I am giving 2, and here as for new name I will give nothing to keep it same as the previous. Here as for email I need keep it as same as the previous, so I will give nothing, just pressing the enter. It asks for new department. I am giving nothing for the same, and new work hours. Just I am giving 15. It will be updated. It was previously 8. Now I changed to 15. But is it worked successfully for verification? I will display the employee list. That's why I am giving 4, and we can see the employee list. And for because the work hours was previously 8, but now it is converted to 15 because I performed the edit operation. For this reason, it converts 15 from the 8 value. Okay. Now I will perform the delete operation. Okay. I am pressing 3 for delete, and it shows the employee list, and it asks for the employee which I want to delete actually. Okay. By mistake, if user give wrong input, just think it gives user gives one wrong input as alphabet. Just think I am giving just A, and looks over here, it shows invalid selection. Similarly, when I will give one number which is not under a list, then what will happen? It will same as this. Okay. Just I am pressing 4, and it shows invalid selection because here are only 3 members, but I am giving 4. How it possible to perform the operation according to the input which is 4, because 4 is not present in the list. Here are only 3 members, 3 employees. How it possible when I am giving 4 or the numbers which is not between the range 1 to 3? Now I am giving in the right way. Just I am pressing 4 for deletion, and I am giving 3 for deleting. Enter 4. Actually, I entered the 4 for displaying, but I need to delete. For this reason I want to give 3. Okay. It will show one message at first enter choice, but in previous by mistake I gave 4, but now I will give 3. Now it shows the employee list, and I need to choose one employee. Just I am choosing Chandan. For this reason I have given 3, and it shows one message employee deleted successfully. But deletion worked or not? For verify this, I need to display the employees again. That's why I am pressing 4, and we can see only 2 employees here. The last employee was deleted. So the delete operation works successfully. But I need to show many functions. For this reason, I need to add another employee. Okay. So at first I will add another employee in a department in which department I already added employee. Then it is possible to calculate the total hours department wise. Let's see, here are 2 employees under 2 different departments. But if I not add any employee in the same department, how it possible to calculate the total work hours uh, in the basis of department? Okay, so I need to add at least one employee in the same department in which I added employee previously. So I am adding one employee. That's why I am pressing 1, and then it asks for employee name. I am giving Ankon, and then employee email I am giving just d@gmail.com. Then I will give the department I am giving data science, and it asks for work hours. I am giving just 14. Then it shows employee added successfully, and here the 5 number is for employees above work hours. I am choosing 5, and it shows enter hour limit. Actually, what is happening in this line, actually it asks for giving a hour limit, then it will show the employees whose work hours is greater than my input. Okay, just I am giving 10, then see what is happening here. It shows 2 employees, Vikas and Ankon, because the work hours of Vikas and Ankon is greater than 10. Looks over here. For Ankon is 14, and for Vikas is 15. So we can see the 2 employees for the above given hours. Okay, now I will show total hours by department. For this reason I am pressing 6, and we can see for Java 10 hours and for data science 29 hours. But it is right or wrong? For verification I am displaying the employee list. we can see there are two departments. One is Java and the other is data science. Let's see, here is only one employee under the Java department. So the total hours will be 10, and here the data science department has two employees. One employee has 15 hours work and other employee has 14 hours work. Then it would be 29. So looks over here, it shows Java 10 hours and data science 29 hours. So it works successfully and the calculation is totally right. Now at last I am giving 7 for back and at last 3 for exit. It shows exiting program. That's all about the output. Now I will explain code line by line. Okay. At first we can see import RE. In this line, we are calling the module RE. Here, RE stands for regular expression. By this module, we can check the validation for name, email, number, etc. Okay. I will explain one by one, then it will be very clear for understanding. Okay. At first, it is the validator class. Here I wrote class validator and the first letter of the class is capital because we know that the class name should start with capital letter. That's why I have written the V in caps. Okay. Here I written the V in capital letter because it is just a class name. Then I am coming to the next portion. Here we can see many methods because the functions under a class that are called methods. That's why I am calling method. Valid name method, valid number method, valid email method. At first I am explaining the valid name. Here I passed two parameters. One is for self for pointing the for pointing the for pointing this, and the value is for the value which will be given by the user. Okay. And then I have implemented the conditional statement if and then all, then between the parentheses ch dot each alpha or ch dot each space for ch in value. How it works actually I am explaining. Ch, it starts from right. For ch in value, it means in each iteration the ch will hold one alphabet from the actually the ch reference will hold one character in each iteration. Then it will verify that is it alphabet or space. In this way, it will check all the characters from the value. Then if all, that means when the all characters satisfied with the condition, then it will true. Okay. Then it will return value dot strip. Strip means it will remove the extra spaces from the first and the last. And if the all characters are not satisfied with the conditions, then it will raise one value error, only alphabets and spaces allowed. Then it is another method for valid number. Similarly, self self is very important because it is the first parameter in a method between a class. Okay. Then value that is which the user will give on the runtime, and field equal to number, it is for customizing error message. It is the purpose for customizing error message. Okay. And no other purpose for this parameter. Then I have written the conditional statement if then re dot full match, then between the parentheses r, and then between the double quotation between the third bracket 1 to 9. That means the first character should be 1 to 9 and the second would be 0 to 9, and then star means it can repeat it. That means 0 to 9 in this way it can be repeated many times. Okay. Then the value, that means which will be given by the user on runtime. Okay. Then return int value. Just here it converts the value to integer format, and then it will return the value, and if it is not satisfied with this condition, then it will raise one value error. Then it will show field must be a positive number. Okay. Now I am coming to the next method, that is valid email. Similarly, we know that self is mandatory for method under a class, and then the other parameter is email, which will be provided by the user. Then I wrote the conditional statement if, then RE dot full match R, and in this way I am explaining one by one. Actually, the first portion should not contain the at the rate. It should contain the other string. Then there need one at the rate sign, and then there should another text which excludes at the rate. That's why I wrote in this way. Then plus slash dot, that means only dot, and then again another thing that excludes at the rate, and even for the input from the user. Then if it is okay, then it will return the email, but if it is not satisfied with the condition, then it will reach one value error, then it will show invalid email format. Now I am coming to the next class, that is department class. Here I wrote the class name as department manager, then dev underscore underscore init underscore underscore, and self, we know that it is mandatory for method under a class name, and it is constructor. It runs automatically when object is created. Now I have written self.validator equal to validator. Actually, it creates a validator object for reuse purpose. Okay. Actually, I reuse the method here. For this reason, I creates a validator object. Now create each one method, and self is mandatory, we know. And then I used try except. Try actually very important when we want to prevent program crash if user enters wrong input mistakenly. Okay. And now one reference is name, and here I wrote save.validator.valid underscore name, then input department name. Actually, at first it will take input from the user, then it will check the validation. It is okay or not. When it satisfies, then the value will be assigned to the reference name. Okay. Now I have used the looping statement, that is for. Here I wrote for d in self dot departments if d name dot lower equal to name dot lower. That means actually here I want to implement that if one department is created, then it is not possible to create another department with the same name which is already exist in my list. Okay, that's why I implemented this thing. Here I wrote for d in self dot departments, and then if d name dot lower equal to name dot lower. That means it actually checking the name which each exists or not. At first, D will hold one each in each iteration. Then this statement will check if it is exist or not. But before checking, it converts the name to lower. Okay. Then if it exists, then it will show one message name already exists. But it is not. Actually, same name is not allowed. That's why I implemented this. And then it will return from here. Then I have taken the reference strength, then similarly save.validator.valid underscore number, then input department strength, then strength. Actually, this portion is for customizing my error message. Okay, just when it is error, then it will show that with this string strength is not possible with alphabets. This type of error message. For this reason, I implemented strength for customizing my error message. Okay, and nothing there for strength, only customizing my error message. It is the purpose for taking this strength. Okay, and here I wrote save.validator.valid underscore number, then it. Just it will take input from the user, then it will verify with this validator. If it is okay, then it will store the value between the reference strength, and then I am coming to the next reference, that is purpose. Similarly, it will take input from the user, then it will validate. If validation is true, then it will store this under the purpose. Neither it will not store the value between the purpose reference. Okay. Now I am coming to the next portion. Here I wrote self.departments.append. But I think I have not discussed about this. Actually, self.departments equal to blank. That means I have taken one list self.departments which is empty initially. Okay, and here I am implementing this several departments dot append, then parenthesis, then curly bracket, name, strength, purpose. The left hand side are the keys and the right hand side are the values according to the keys. Okay, and here it is one dictionary, and just the dictionary will be appended to the list. Just in this way, the list will be growing by dictionary. It will add one by one to the list. Okay, just every member will be dictionary between the list. In this way, it will be added in the list. Now it will print department created success, because when it is appended successfully, that means it is okay. Then it will show the message department created successfully. Now accept value error as E. Actually, the E will catch validation errors. Then print error E. Actually, it will show the error message according to my error. It will change dynamically. When I perform error in name, it will show error according to name. When I perform error according to strength, the error message will be according to strength, and it is very similar for purpose. When I am giving wrong for purpose, then it will show error message for purpose. In this way, it will show the error message in different way. Okay, now I am coming to the next method, that is display. If not saved or departments, actually when the list is totally empty, then it will show print no departments found, and then it will return from here. But when it is not when the department is not blank, then it will show print slash and departments, and for I comma D in enumerate saved dot departments comma star equal to 1. Just we know that index starts from 0, but if we display from 0 1, it is not a good way to displaying the departments. Okay, that's why I start from 1, and here it will show the output, and it will start from 1. Actually, I have explained how it will work on the output screen previously. Now I am coming to the next method, that is edit. At first I called the method display for displaying whole the department. Then I used the try except, and here index each one reference, and it will takes input from the user, and at first it will take input from the user, then it will perform subtraction from this by 1, because here I have started from 1, but index starts with 0. That's why I perform subtraction with 1. Okay, then department equal to save dot departments index. Just I am accessing the department in this way. And now I am coming to the next portion, new name. Input new name, then it will show between the parentheses the previous name. Then I am checking the department name is already exist or not, and here I implemented the looping statement for D in saved of departments. Actually D will hold one department in each iteration. Then I am checking if D name dot lower equal to new name dot lower, just like the previous. I already explained about it. If it is exist, then it will show the message new name already exist. Actually, new name will be replaced by the name which I will provide on the runtime. Okay. If it is exist, then it will return from here. But when it does not exist, then it will just strip, and then it will change the value for this. Okay, department name. But before that, it will check. It will apply the validation. If it is okay, then it will store the value to this reference. Neither not. Then new state is just like the previous thing, and it will, but it is not exactly as previous, because new state may be same as the previous. Okay, just it is same as the previous. If I talk about validation, previous was for validate name, it is for validate number, and when it is okay, then it will store the value between this. Now I am coming to the next portion, that is new purpose. Similarly, it will take the new purpose, and then it will strip, means it will remove extra spaces from starting and ending, and then it will perform the validation. If it is okay, then it will store between this, and then it will show print department updated successfully. It will show a message department updated successfully. But if I do not provide anything, then the condition will false, then nothing will happen. Just previous will remain unchanged. Now I am coming to the next method, that is delete. At first, I called the display method for displaying all the departments. Then I implemented the try except. Here it asks for index, and similarly, when user gives input, then it will take the input and just subtract by 1, because we know that indexing starts from 0. That's why I subtract 1 from this index. Okay, and the index will be the value after subtracting by 1. Okay, and here I have written self.departments dot pop, and I am passing the index. We know that by the keyword pop we can delete the index of a list. That's why I implemented in this way, and then it will print one message: department deleted successfully. But if any error occurred, then the except message will print on the output screen. Then it will show invalid selection. Now I am coming to the next class, that is employee class. Here between the employee class, I have taken the constructor, then I have taken one list, that is self.employees, and initially it is totally empty. And similarly it is same as the previous one. For reuse purpose I created it. Then I am coming to the next method, that is addition. And here we can see here are two parameters. One is self, which is mandatory for method under a class, and the other is departments. It is just for accessing the data from the departments list. Okay. Now between this method I have written if not departments. That means when departments is totally empty, then it will print one message: create departments first, and then it will return from here. Because when we are adding employees, it is not a good way to give the department name manually. Just we need to choose the department number, then according to the number the department name will be assigned to the employee. Okay, it is a right way, but if we give the department name in manual way, it is not a good way. Okay, then I implemented try except, and here the name reference will takes input from the user, but before storing between the reference name, it will apply the validation for name. Okay, if it is okay, then it will store the value to the reference name, and then I am coming to the next reference, that is email. Similarly, it will take input from the user, then it will apply the validation. If validation satisfies, then it will store the value to the reference email. If it is not satisfied, then it will not store the value to the reference. Okay, now I used the print function for showing the departments, and then I have used the looping statement for I comma d in enumerated departments, then start equal to 1, print I, then name. Actually it will show the department's name, it will start from the 1. Okay, just it will show 1 to 3 in this way. Okay, then I am coming to the next portion, that is department index. It actually takes the input from the user, then it will perform subtraction by 1. Okay, because we know that indexing starts from 0. Then department, then department equal to departments depth underscore index, then name. Actually it will store the value of this. Actually department index is this. Okay, just subtracting 1 from the entered value, and then the name will be for the index of this, and it will be stored under the reference department. Then ours is another reference, and it takes input from the user, and then it apply the validation. If it is okay, then it will store under the reference hours, neither it will not store the value in the reference. Now we can see self.employees.append. Actually by append keyword I am adding the dictionary to the employees self.employees list. Okay, and here in the left hand side these are the keys, and in the right hand side these are the values. Okay, and then I have written print employee added successfully. That means it will show one message: employee added successfully. But if any error occurred, then except it work, and it will show one message: invalid input. Now I am coming to the next method, that is display. And here self is mandatory for the method under a class, and here I wrote if not self.employees. That means when the list self.employees is empty, then it will show one message: no employees found, and the return will return from here and if not empty, then it will work in this way. And here I mm, show the details of the employees in this way. For I comma e in enumerate self dot employees start equal to 1. We know that indexing starts from 0, but if we show from 0, it would not be a good way to represent the details of the employee. That's why I have started with 1, and then it will show in this way 1, 2, 3, 4, and then the data will be appeared after 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Now I am coming to the next method, that is edit, and here we can see I have passed two parameters. One itself it is mandatory for the methods under a class, and the other is departments for accessing the data from the departments list. Okay. Then I just called the method display for showing all the employees. Okay. Then I have implemented try except, and between try index, then it will take the input from the user, but we know that indexing starts from 0. That's why I perform subtraction 1 from this, and then emp equal to self dot employees, then index, then emp will be the employee uh, just for the index. Okay. Now I am coming to the next portion. Here is another reference, that is new underscore name, and it will take input from the user, and if user give, then this statement, this portion will work, neither it will not work. If user give nothing, that means he want to keep it as same as the previous data. Okay. But if user give anything, that means this conditional statement will start work, and then it will apply the validation. If it is okay, then it will store the value between this. Okay. Then I am coming to the next portion, that is for new email. It will take input from the user, then if it is exists, then it will start work, neither if no hello under the new email, then this person will not work. Then new email dot strip, that means strip will remove the extra spaces from the input, and before storing the email to this, it will apply the validation. If it is okay, then it will store between this. Okay. Now I am coming to the next portion, that is for new department. At first, I will show the departments by 1, 2, 3, 4 in this way. Then user will choose. If user give nothing, that means he want to keep the previous department. But if user give something, then it will start work. And at first, it will apply the validation. If it is okay, then it will store under the department. But here I do not implement the validation. Okay. And then I am coming to the next portion, that is new hours. Here it takes input from the user, and strip will remove the extra spaces, and before storing to here, first it will apply the validation, and if it is okay, then it will store between this, and hours is for customizing the error message. And then it will show employee updated successfully, but if any error occurred, then it will show the message invalid selection. Then I am coming to the next method, that is delete. At first it will display all the employees, then between the try except, here it will take input from the user for employee number, and we know that indexing starts from 0. That's why I perform the subtraction by 1. Then self.employees.pop, and here I passed the index. Just here it will delete the employee according to the index, and it will show one message, employee deleted successfully. Then I am coming to the next method, that is employees above hours. Okay. Here I have written if not self.employees. That means when the self.employees list is empty, then it will show one message, no employees available. Then it will return from here. Here I have taken one reference, that is limit, and it will take it will take input from the user. Before storing to this reference, it will convert the input to integer. Okay, and here it will show employees above given hours. And here I implemented the looping statement for e in save.employees. That means in each iteration e will hold one dictionary, okay, from the list, and it will check if e hours greater than limit. If it is okay, then it will print the name of the employee. In this way it will growing. Okay, now I am coming to the next method, that is total hours by department. Here I have written if not self.employees. That means when the list self.employees is empty, then it will show the message no employees available, and the return will returns from here. And here we can see I have taken one reference, that is depth underscore hours, which is dictionary type, and initially it is empty. And here I implemented the looping. Here I implemented the looping statement for e in self.employees depth hours e department equal to depth hours dot get e department, then between the parentheses 0 plus e hours. I am explaining this line. It is very important line, because here initially the dictionary is empty, and here the department hours e department, it is, I want to make this as key. Okay, and it is value. At first I implemented get, because if any department exists between the dictionary with value, then it will takes the value of it, but not present in the dictionary, then it will be 0. Okay, so either it will take 0 or the value for it, then plus e hours. Then it will add the hours for same department from the list. Okay, in this way it will growing the hours. At first it will check the department is exist or not. If it is exist, then it will takes the value for the department, then it will perform the addition with e hours. But at first it is not exist, that means it is 0, then it will perform the addition with 0, and it will add e hours with 0. Okay, and in this way it will be increment. Then print total work hours by department. Here for depth hours in depth hours dot items, print depth hours. Just it will print the key value from the dictionary. Okay, now I am coming to the next portion, depth main. Department is one object for the class department manager, and similarly employee is one object for the class employee manager. And the self keyword actually holds the department for the department class and employee for the employee class. Here I have implemented the infinite while loop. It is the main menu, 1 for department management, 2 for employee management, and 3 for exit. And here I have implemented try except. If the value is not valid, then the except will start work, and it will continue until I give the proper input. Then these are the sub menus under the main menu. Okay, here when I have chosen one, then the sub menu for the department management will appear: create, edit, delete, display, back. And according to these options, it will take input for the reference ch. And here if ch is equal to 1, that means I have implemented the create. That's why after the object I wrote dot, then the method name. In this way department, that is object, then dot, then method name. In this way department is object, then dot, then method name. And it is same as for display, and 5 for exit, that is for break. That means it will move to the main menu, and if any other input provided by the user, it will show invalid choice. Now I am coming to the next portion, else if choice equal to 2. It is another sub menu. Okay, and again infinite while loop, it is for employee management, and add, edit, delete, display, employees, above work hours, total hours by department, back. These are the options for the employee. Okay, and here ch will take input from the user will provide the input for these options, and when c is equal to 1, employee dot add. And here I have passed one argument, department dot departments. Actually department is the object for the class department manager, and by the object I am accessing the list departments. Okay, and here I passed it as one argument. And when ch equal to 2, employee dot edit, and it is same as the previous one. Okay, when ch equal to 3, I have written employee dot delete. Actually, employee is the object name and the delete is the method name. And when ch equal to 4, employee dot display, it is same as the previous. And when 5 employee dot employees underscore above underscore hours, when 6 employee dot total underscore hours underscore by underscore department, it is method name and it is the object. And when 7, that means break. That means just going to the main menu. But if any other input provided by the user, then it will show invalid choice. And then elif choice equal to 3. That means exiting the whole program. It will print exiting program, then it will break, means it will break the main loop. Okay, else print invalid choice. But if any other input provided by the user, then it will show invalid choice. And then if underscore underscore name underscore underscore equal to underscore underscore main underscore underscore between the double quotation, and here I have called the main method. Okay, so I have explained all the features for the employee management system. Okay, from this video we can learn many things, that is how to apply different class in a program. It is a menu driven program, and also here I implemented the oops concept. That's all about today's program. Thanks for watching.